The crews are outside right now, and it looks like they're ready to pour concrete for the foundation of this final townhouse in front of our place. I was under the impression that at a certain point it gets too cold to pour concrete. It's like -4 degrees outside right now. I wonder if they're like heat up the concrete and then pour it and then try to keep it warm. I'm very curious because they've held on this foundation pour for, I think, about 3 weeks too long. Like, they had it ready to go, but it got cold. But I wonder if they're just like, screw it, we gotta finish this townhouse. I have these large windows in the basement here that are quite nice. It almost makes the basement like a normal room in a house. In the end, we're gonna subdivide this basement up, so like this will be like a playroom for Eva and the kids. That one will be a living space. Then storage room and furnace area, bathroom right by the stairwell, and then my office will be all the way on that wall, which it would be nice because there's no windows there. I can close all the doors and be completely isolated sound-wise and light-wise, so I can control all that. Maybe do podcasts and stuff out there when I'm not doing them in the van, which is the intention. Anyways, how's it going, guys? We are in the basement right now. We'll call it the shop. Rose is chilling out down here. Actually, the animals do enjoy the basement quite a bit. Cat in particular, because the cat normally the cat would sit up high on the windows, but here she can sit and it's almost like she's on the ground. Maybe she feels like she's outside, but isn't really. So we have the cabinets here. Yesterday, my brother-in-law, Andrew, helped me carry these monsters down. The van is going to be heavy when it's all finished. These cabinets are not designed to be light, but they are designed to be good quality. I have some really, really nice Blum slides here that slow close. All the hardware here is really cool. I've got these really nice handles, knobs, that when you're not using them, they're almost flush. But when you want to use them, you eject them, and then you turn them, and they also act as like locking latches. And then, they just slow close on. Will it latch? No. Just needs a little push. Also, I designed this, which is a toilet tray, which is on some slides, industrial slides that can take about 450 pounds. Refrigerator is going to go there. Lots of cool stuff. Some of these drawers are quite special, actually. Like this one here actually going to have power, DC and AC power in the back, so I can charge my laptop, and then when I'm not using it, just wait for it. I can't wait for it. Anyways, a few of these are electrified. The countertops are a product called Rich Light, which is they're basically paper, recycled paper that's compressed, and those are all cut and ready to go. This is the kitchen cabinet, so here will be the sink and access to all the plumbing there, access to the heating system there. The water tank is going to be there, which is over there right now. The upper cabinets are now in the basement, so I can finish the track here and putting LED lights above them. Got the window openings, which you saw in the last episode. I even brought my dad's shop tray here so we can work on stuff. There's all the plumbing. Lots of cool stuff. This is a cool thing right here. When you pet her in a certain spot, she licks. What? Don't look at me like that. Silly. Simple vlogs. Just dipping the toe in, getting back into the life that I really enjoy, which is making videos and sharing stories. Eva's at school right now, which she enjoys, and Annie's upstairs working in the dining area. We're going to get going working on LED lights. I spent the whole morning posting videos, which were the last two videos, and I'm feels good. Feels Feels good. Yeah, this is a much better place to do my stuff. I can sit here at my desk. I can take each individual slat here, like this one right here. Now, these LED strips, which I've put inside the track here. I love that sound. So these are the LED tracks that I put inside the slat. I unfortunately put them in the wrong way. I talked about it in the last episode, but now that I'm kind of like working on an entire section here, which you can see, this one is the middle panel. Here, this one is a middle panel that will be separating the rear driver's side and the front driver's side section. This is going to play host to my audio amplifier and some electrical components. The way that these weave through need to be a certain way, because first we're going to take that section there, and that thing is going to be wired up like a snake, snaking up to connect all the LEDs. And then it's going to walk into this panel at the top, and it's going to work its way down to the bottom. It's going to go to the next section, work from the bottom all the way up to the top. So kind of like going from here, from the bottom here, then over here, then over here. So you have to have all the LEDs in a certain order. So I'm taking the LEDs out of this, I'm turning it around, sticking it back in, and then securing it to the frame points. Each of these frame points has to come through. So I'm using this drill here to drill through, and then like this coming from the other LEDs will plug in, and then the other one will go through. It's very, very snug. These cables come through, like really, this thing fits in perfectly into this specific wall panel in the van. And so what I'm going to have to do actually after I finish is cut little tracks here, here, and here, so that they can, the wires can rest in there. And then I'll tape the whole edge flat so that when I stick it in, it'll stick in solidly, because like I said, they are perfect. Like these panels fit perfectly, which is a great thing for vibration. You know, once these panels are mounted into the wall, there's no moving. There is some consideration I'm going to have to make though for the back of these, because the backer plate, which is right here, is going to go on the back, and I want to make sure that I can insulate the back with some Reflectix, and also have the wires coming in for the amplifier and stuff. There's all sorts of fun stuff that I have to do beyond what I'm doing right now, but yeah. Once this is finished, I'll come back and talk to you, and I'll light it up for you so you can see how it looks. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we have built the slatted section of wall. So this wall, it isn't finished yet. There's going to be like a black felt, which I have around here. This material here, if you look at it, is like kind of charcoalish. There we go. And it's quite thick. It's 1/4 inch thick. And that will go in between every slat and around the edges here. So this will really clean up that area. There is an app though. Let's see here. This is the app. And so when I hit a button, I can turn the slat on. And now you have a lighted slat. Now I can also increase the brightness. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I'm going to reduce the brightness. Even you can't even really see the lights until you go really low. And then you know obviously see it, but yeah, that's a slatted wall. That's a little slatted wall section. And then I mean you could also go a little goofy and change the color. You know, do something like that. I think there's also ways you can, like, you know, do some weird stuff. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that? Oh, that'll give me a headache. Can you imagine sleeping in that? Okay, so now I have this one section done. The section that's going to feed that section is going to be this one. So I need to finish that one now so that the power and the LEDs can go up, and then into this section, and then down, 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 and then out of that section into this section, and then that will be one controller in charge of that whole side of the van's slat wall.